Okay, hello, hello. Wait, did I press start streaming? It looks like it. There's one person in the chat saying present. Says there's 8 people waiting. I don't know what's happening. But if I'm live, hello, happy holidays. The holy days are coming right up. Nothing happening in chat though, which is awkward. Oh, I should tag my Discord. That's one thing. Huh. Is the stream on? I'm not sure. Hold on, let me ping my Discord. Oh wow, here we are. This is so awkward. Is that the S2DW? Here it is. Hello, Zemhole. What is going on? Everybody in the chat, which there are not many, surprisingly. Okay, now it seems like the people are here. Boardsy, what did you eat for breakfast? Nothing. I regret that, though. I had a caffeine pill. That's kind of what I do before these streams. Then I just kind of like start my day afterwards. There wasn't much going on in New York this morning. I just took my dog on a walk in the snow. Can you recommend a glass pad that feels like a wooden desk? You might as well just use your wooden desk. That's what I would say. But yeah, there are going to be some Christmas giveaways sprinkled into the stream. So that's what it's all about. There's going to be one GPX2 or a Final Mouse. There's going to be one bundle, and I don't know what else there's going to be. Oh yeah, some Lethal Gaming Gear gift cards, as always. I just got my ULX competition. What do you have to say about it? I mean, it's solid. It is a solid lightweight mouse. I used my large or my classic size a little bit. How do we apply to the giveaway? I don't know how I'm gonna pick the winners yet. I truly don't. Are you in the IEM game? Not at all. I could not be much farther from the IEM game. I do want to try it at some point though, in 2025, because I've tried them many times before, but I just never commit. But yeah. That's what it's all about. Good morning. Hello, Troma. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon if you are on the east coast of the U.S. I just got my Fnatic Maya 8K. I mean, the Maya X, this new Maya, it's very good. Mine is starting to develop a little bit of like side flexing initially when I press it, which honestly, this is a 45-gram mouse. We can see it just does not have incredible structural support, so it makes sense. It kind of just factors in. What's going on, Nafi? What best mouse to buy right now? I have no... There's so many. What's your budget? Like, what are you looking for? How's the pumpkin? I have no idea how it's surviving, but it is. So I don't want to interfere with it while it's like on its natural course. Merry Christmas to you as well, Silly. It's not quite Christmas, but it will be. This is the last stream before Christmas. Okay, but the GPX is better. Better than what? Probably, though. Best 5 palm grip mice when? I don't know. There's like... I gotta make a top 5 palm grip video, top 5 small mice, like some end of the year video. There's so much going on. Top 5 on your desk right now? In no order. The GPX has to be in there. XM2W4K's gotta be in there. Viper V3 Pro. I guess the ULX comp, then maybe a Zowie S2DW, just based on what's in front of me. There's not many more than 5 mice, which makes it kind of easy. Is that a glass pad? Under it is the TJ Exclusives Kin X, but this is a Padsmith pad. I believe the Genesis Pro. It's a very interesting surface. I also have to make mousepad content. There's so much to review. Is there a good clone for the Zowie S2? The best one's the Fantech Helios. They're naming so bad, but it's like the XD3 Pro V2, whatever the latest version of that shape is. Main pad at the moment, I don't quite have one, honestly. I'm like a mousepad nomad. There's so many to test, like various cloth pads. But I've been using the Padsmith pads a decent amount. Skipped me again. Is this really happening? How much do I need to send for a signed Boardsy mouse? Discord message sent. I don't know how that... Maybe it was like in my message request, but I never saw it. A signed Boardsy mouse. You shouldn't have to spend too much. I'm no Jeff Bezos yet. Hello, Sam the Ham. Top 5 Ergo? I don't know. I can think of like 3 good ones off the top of my head. That should get you most of the way there, unless you just like obscure shapes. Wait, are you saying that the Maya or the Maya X having side flexing? My Maya X has seemed to develop just a little bit of side flexing, like when I initially grip the mouse. But it's no big deal. Best Fortnite mouse? I mean, similar to most games, the GPX is the most popular. Does that mean it's the best? No, but it means it's like a safe, solid option. I like the XM2W 4K for Fortnite a lot, just something large, not like too large, but just wide with presence. At Bordsy, why don't you love me? I don't know. Bordsy versus Rocket Jump Ninja on Quake on 500 hertz polling. I think arguably more important than the polling rate would be the like fucking massive ping difference. So I don't know if that could ever happen, but I'm willing to go to Australia. Um, no, the planted tank. That is not necessary. I just missed your message, but I won't be able to ship anything out before Christmas, but it could be a post-holiday gift. Explain the Pels in artisan terms. I've like explained the Pels in my past streams. I know it's not good advice, but I haven't used it in like a week. It's just a much more like toned down texture, more controlled Hien, but not in a way that I hate, like most like slower Hien hybrid pad type situations. I don't know. I don't know why my camera froze early, but that's never a good sign when it freezes early. And now my display capture's not working. There's all sorts of technical difficulties. Yeah, I don't know, my camera needs some time. It can't even be overheating. It's like a fucking brick in my room. Apparently, the Serapad Kin X was given with a full rubber back to reviewers, while customers only got 4 rubber circles. I think early batch reviewers got, or not early batch, but like if you were pre-testing the Surface, then you got the silicone base, but I got the later batch that had the 4 rubber circles, so that's what I have. I guess I'm a customer. I don't know. But yeah, I still got to review that pad. I got the Glassworks Hana. So many fucking mice. Oh, wait, I got a member. Troma. Thank you for becoming amazing. I appreciate that. Very based member joining. I wish there were perks for members, but unfortunately there aren't. Are those the Maya X and Thorn in the thumbnail? The Ergo mouse in the thumbnail is the ATK Z1. I showed it to my other camera, but that is off. Thoughts on the X2V2 in 2024? There are so many like Chinese mice that clone it and get it lighter, but it's a viable option for sure. Diddy with the $2. Best mouse for oily hands. P.S. Want some oil? I don't know what's the best like anti-oil resistant coating. Presuming just standard rubberized ones don't work. Will you ever review an Azeron keyboard for Fortnite? I feel like that just it's like too much of a commitment. Like it takes a while to get used to, and I doubt it would be worth the benefit. A lot of glass to review. Have fun. Yeah, glass mouse pads. It's really like a chore testing them. Pads are real right now. I had something like 15 come in last week. Yeah, and it's really, so many of them are just so close to each other, and that's been the case for a year or many years, but damn, mouse pads are just not. I do enjoy a few of them, but even the Genesis Pro, it's like this kind of feels like the old version of the Riz, like with the doodles. It feels like the finish on that pad, but more of like a toned down Energon speed. And even describing pads, like that makes sense to 5 people who have tried like every mouse pad on the market. It's a brutal industry to be in, so you just buy Artisan. Simple as. Is the GPX2 Dex worth it for claw grip? I think it's a solid option for claw grip, but it's very expensive at $160, and if you don't like large, bulky ergos, you're probably not going to like it. But you can always return it, so there is that. Is ULX Comp a seal of approval? Yeah, it does have the seal of approval. Unusual way sports skates versus X-Ray had Jade. I don't know. I haven't tried any full-size Jades in a while. Both Jade dots and Magic Ice dots are fine, but I think the shape of the Jade dots is a bit safer. But Magic Ice full-size skates are really good. Some people who bought them off of my recommendation got them in, and I've only heard positive feedback so far. Well, did you announce the winner for the WL Mouse Beast X Mini? Oh shit, I was supposed to announce those winners yesterday, right? That's a good point. I totally forgot about that. Wait, maybe I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaway winners for this stream. I should like, are you 22? I am 22. I was born in 2002. You guys should write like, I don't know. How do I do these giveaways? Give it to me now? Okay. See, that, you might just win one. because that's simple. At least I can get one of the winners out of the way. What's the best mousepad that you tried? Probably the Artisan Hien 0, just like when I first tried them. I don't know what the best mousepad on the market is right now. I don't think there is one. There's just so many that are really good. He wasn't even alive for 9/11. How can we trust his reviews? That is true, but I probably know more about 9/11 than most Americans. I don't mean that in a conspiratorial way. My dad was just... He had to like walk across the fucking Brooklyn Bridge because he was like right there when it happened. You planted tank. Jeez, 100 big ones. Don't tell me what to do. I'll give you as much money as I want. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas to you as well. Jesus, $99.99. That will be going right back into the giveaways. I greatly appreciate that. Damn. You have to get on that signed mouse. You can like pick the mouse at that point. Where were you on September 8th, 2022? That's a good question. Where was I? I don't know. Probably in this fucking apartment, if I had to guess. Planted tank got it like that. He does. Artisan Key 83 for Valorant. I think it's very viable. I've seen some really positive reviews on the Key 83. I've seen some people say it's just more like a slower Otsu. Key 83 is just a solid hybrid pad from Artisan. I don't think it'll be way better for Valorant than anything else, but it is what it is. I'll pay $2 for your glass mousepad. That's not good enough. That won't even cover like a tenth of the shipping fee. Any reason you like the XM2W more than the Zowie U2? Yeah, it just mainly comes down to the shape. I like the super low front and just the back of the XM2W fits in my hand better, but I don't know, U2's right up there, and I should try the new updated version of that shape. What are your top 2 mics? I joined a bit late. As for recently, it's been the XM2W, and I don't even know if I could say there's been a second mouse. It's really just like what I'm testing, which is right now the OP1 4K. I seem like an endgame gear shill. I've also been using the ULX comp a bit, but it's not because I think it's the best. It's just I like comparing light mice to like heavier mice. It's something interesting right now. What was the bottom mid mouse? That was the OP1 4K wireless. Stop glazing the XM2. Why? I mean, it's just... Oh, now you said keep glazing it. That is crazy. You planted tank. What the... I don't even know what to say. 100... I mean, that's just a crazy amount to keep donating. How does this happen? I greatly appreciate it. Wow. Is the W... I mean, like, what the hell? He is rich. No denying that. How is the shape of the XM2W compared to the GPX? I mean, you can actually go back to my I made that video in 2021 comparing the XM1R to the GPX Superlight. So I'd recommend watching that. But basically, it's just not as, like, there's a lot more curvature. It's nowhere near as safe. Thoughts on the FindMax Noah? I have no idea. They said they were gonna send me one. They got my address, and then they just, like, have completely ghosted me. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that. What about an ATK X1 Ultimate? It's good for the price. 62 grams. What mouse do you think is worth it for Valorant Palm Claw? I mean, like, do you want Ergo or Ambi? It's really what it comes down to. Viper V3 Pro could work. I mean, Superlight could work. An EC clone could work. Hey, Boardsy, next best Ergo mice video when? I don't know. The small mouse video is probably going to come first. And the thing with small mice is I don't really use them. So I don't know what the best are. Do you play Siege? Not at all. I've pretty much just played Fortnite. Fortnite gaming when? Streaming it? I don't know. Like last week I felt like there was a chance I would. And now this week I don't feel like that chance is really quite there. Is the Viper V3 Pro still number 1 right now? It's not the number 1 like that I use the most, but it's still like one of the easiest recommendations on the market. But honestly, if it's $160 on Amazon and the Superlight's $120, it's hard to like say it's worth $40 more. I've started to come around to the fact that $160 is too much for a just standard plastic mouse. Maya versus GPX. It just comes down to weight preference, really. GPX is going to feel like more solid, higher quality, but it's heavier. Side bones aren't as good, for example, but if you can use one shape, you'll probably be able to use the other. What's the safest shape? Probably the GPX. Do Do you have a reviewer unit for WL Mouse Ying? No, but they actually reached out to me a few days ago, and they were like, what color do you want? And I said black glow in the dark. So I don't know when I'll get it. XM2 feel heavy? Really not at all. You just like come to realize that you can just move it around faster. Just move your arm faster. It's really what it comes down to. Play Fortnite on live? I know I should at some point. Oh my god. Planted tank with the third $100 done. I don't even know what to say. OMG, I can't stop it. How do I stop? I'm going to bed. Third shift life. Love you. I mean, happy holidays to you, man. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Third shift. It's paying well. I can see that much. But much appreciated, man. Have a good time. And I will get you that mouse. Do not worry. Just shoot me another Discord DM. What workouts should I do to move a 60-gram mouse? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe that would be a good video to make. I feel like most people, you could tell them to like move dumbbells, but their wrists would just shatter. So I don't know where to start like at a lower level than that. The planted tank with the early Christmas gifts. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's just ridiculous. Somebody say shave your mustache? That would cost like an ungodly amount of money. But really, it would just grow back, and it would grow back with more tenacity. So it's not something I'm completely opposed to. Goofy mustache? Chill. It is annoying. It's very annoying, like waking up with my nose itching. So my mustache is like in my nose, but you prevail. You go through it. Maya X long-term QC. It's really just like a slight bit of side flexing, which honestly makes sense to me on my... It's not even like really bad creaking or flexing. Best way to clean mouse pads? Cloth mouse pads? I just give them a quick spray and wipe. But if it's like really dirty and fucked, you can hand wash them. Just don't be too extreme and don't overwash it, which is a thing people do. Play for it? It's not going to happen this stream. Honestly, though, with my camera not working, it would be a good contender. Opinions on Yuki Aim? They kind of... I don't want to say they fell off, but I haven't heard anything about Yuki Aim in a while. Oh my god. This guy. The model D-spam. That's like unheard of. What the fuck? Do you get 6 messages straight? God, that's impressive. Ordered a Beast X Max. Will I regret it? I doubt it if you want like a larger magnesium mouse. I think that it'll be solid. The Model D spam. Just get on Elo Shapes. True. In the 5-minute timeout, just go to eloshapes.com and they have a comparison tool. You can just type in Model D and it'll show you a plethora of shapes that are comparable to it. Is there anything specific you don't like about the Pulsar ES2? I've only heard you say it's not innovative. I mean, yeah, I just don't really like the base, and I don't think the surface is innovative, so it's not really something I care to use much. But like you said, it's a serviceable mouse pad. It's good to track your mouse. And that's all you can really ask for from a mouse pad. Still using Psykeep HM80? I have my Wooting on my desk right now. It's really like every 3 days I swap for 3 days. And I don't know, my Wooting, the thing, like my keycaps are really dirty right now. So it's like the main reason I'd want to swap to the HM80. Performance-wise, you just adjust really. It's like the HM80 feels more sensitive, but that doesn't make me really a better Fortnite player. Are we actually getting the Lamzutachi this year? I don't think so. Yeah, but that is a crazy message. Imagine if Ten's chat found Boardsy. I saw Ten's made a video talking about the Artisan Zero. And then I saw other people like being like, oh, the Artisan Zero is a universal mousepad. I do think like, wow, what if these people were watching me in 2020 and learned that? Going schizo with 8K hertz on keyboards. 8K hertz on keyboards doesn't really matter, but it's like you might as well have it. 8K hertz scan rate and polling. Okay, let's see. Is my camera going to come back? I guess not. I don't know what's happening with my camera. I guess we lost it. Tens also said that the GPX is shit. See, I saw that thumbnail, but I didn't watch that video. I don't watch every one of Tens's peripheral opinions, but I probably should. My boyfriend is making me watch this. Please give him the final mouse. I want to watch my show. I just feel like that's a scam message. Have you heard about the VXE Mad G? Is that a mouse or a mouse pad? Okay, here we go. Here we have the camera back. Okay, Okay, just read that one. I have a 20k hertz keyboard. Isn't there like actually a 32k hertz keyboard? Viper V3 Pro or ULX? It just comes down to weight. A lot of the times when you guys ask this, like Maya X versus GPX, it's like, do you want a mouse that's sub 45 grams or do you want a mouse that's like 55 to 60 grams? Any grip tape suggestions for GPX? This is a shameless plug, but I'm actually going to be doing a collab with X-Ray Pad for the Cicada Wings grips, which I think they're an alright option if you want like just rubberized grips similar to BTL. You could go like the Pulsar Super Grip route, but those don't really maintain their stickiness super long term, and it's just like not the type of grip I want, but I don't know, just like super light, I just use that standard. Yeah, very free of shame with that plug. How do you feel about the Artisan retailer JP Gaming? They're just the Artisan approves of them to sell their mouse pads in America. And I did meet the guy who like runs that company when I was in Japan. Are grips really the move? No. As you can see, I don't have grips on any one of my mice, so that's what it comes down to. If your monitor is 165 hertz, how much polling rate can... I mean, you can use whatever polling rate you want, but if you're only getting 165 FPS, you should use 1K polling, 2K, I mean, really nothing, no need to go beyond that. I mean, I was getting crucified for my monitor takes. I think people have a weird, like, emotional connection to 144 hertz monitors, because, like, when they bought it, it was way better than 60 hertz, and there really wasn't much beyond that, but now with, like, 360 and 480, 144 hertz is the new 60 hertz, but apparently that's like saying the quiet part out loud. Like, people really did not want to hear that, but it is what it is. I use 2K polling rate. I'm Unreal Top 100. Unreal Top 100 is just like a crazy grind. I just don't even feel like that's worth it. But I mean, if you're just straight up grinding ranked, God bless. Give orange mouse now. I don't know. I gotta do some of these giveaways. One giveaway is gonna be for a GPX. But I don't know how I'm going to determine it. Who wants a GPX 2? I don't think that's the way to go about it. OLED matters more? Yeah, so you get like a 360 or 480 hertz OLED. I mean, 240 OLED, I'm sure it's fine to some extent. Ponage Trinity review sample yet? No, I've gotten like literally no new mice since last week, aside from like the Zaopin Z2 Mini, which I don't even think I took out of the box. Has WMS sent you their carbon fiber? Oh, did I just answer that? I don't even know. Tell us some about the mouse pad you're using. It's the PadSmith Genesis Pro. It's a pretty good pad. It feels like, though, I mean, this is a completely subjective statement, but it just feels like one of those pads that's going to develop like a slow spot. But if it actually maintains performance like mid to long period, I think it would. It's just like a better, it's not a control pad and it's not a speed pad either. It's just like a smooth kind of balanced pad. It's a better surface than the Freefall house pad, in my opinion, and also a better base. Have you still been using the Pulsar X3? Not really. It's not impossible to use if I want to do a very relaxed like palm grip, but the sensor position actually does throw me off, weirdly enough, because I grip it here and just look at how, I mean, I don't know, my thumb, I can just notice the sensor being very far back on this. Which is weird, because I can with like the Death Hour V3 Pro and the ATK Z1 as well, but I don't know. I'm sure if you want a G703, it's solid. Recommendations for fingertip grip and big hands. I mean, it depends, like, I don't know what you're going to find narrow. The ULX is safe, because there will be one size you won't find narrow. OP1, potentially. I'm using the GPX Superlight 1. I'm looking for an upgrade. The most direct upgrade is the GPX 2. Lamzu Maya X would probably be my recommendation after that, because it's just very GPX-like. Should I buy the Jade Speed Skates or Tiger Ice V2 with the Artisan Zero? It doesn't really matter, honestly. I haven't used Tiger Ice V2 in a while, and so I can recommend Jade's easier, but it's just a toss-up. Gaming mouse that will get me the most ladies? I'm not sure. I really cannot tell you. There's got to be one, though. What is the best mouse for Fortnite? Somebody asked that earlier. I figure GPX is the easiest recommendation because that's what like pretty much everybody uses. MZ1 gets the ladies. True. Zeiss Rail. Somebody was saying that there's like a conspiracy on my polling rate video that Rocket Jump Ninja is anti-high polling rate because he sells the MZ1. And I thought like, oh, that's a pretty good theory. But then I was like, the honorable Rocket Jump Ninja would never do something like that. What inspired you to grow the stash? Really nothing. Just like 1880s baseball players. I was like, these men who all died young of like a fever or like went insane. I like their facial hairstyle. And that's what it came down to. Best budget mouse for $50? Probably the VXE Mad R. Now some guys talking to me about the VXE Mad G. Check out, its shape is good. Have red color too. I mean, if it has the fucking red color, that's pretty big. Yeah, the ATK Z1. I could really only go one ATK / VXE mouse at a time. If you're up, yeah, people are saying about the Mad 60HE, but I just don't know if I'm gonna get it. But it does look like people care about it. But God, I would use it for 10 minutes. And that's the issue. Unless maybe it is good. Maybe it's the best keyboard ever, which is why they only want fucking $30 for it. Thoughts on Echo 2K? I haven't. Does he release anything anymore? I think the last. Yeah, I don't even know. Not really tapped into Echo. Okay, A, you are closer to getting muted than getting mod. I can say that much. I have a Dell M116 250Hz mouse. Jesus. Yeah, that's brutal. See, you would win the Christmas giveaway. But I just feel like you're in a country where it would cost a lot to ship a mouse to. And if that's not what Christmas spirit's about, I don't know what is. Thoughts on the Aperion glass pad? Is that the 4D gaming one? I didn't really see much. I just saw this one. Yeah, I'm thinking of the right thing. I don't know. It just looks like a standard glass pad. I know they have their speed thing, but I don't really have many thoughts. It's just like no glass pad is going to change my mind on glass pads, which is something I just have to accept. Obsidian dots or model size obsidians for Aqua Control 2? Probably obsidian dots. I've honestly never used full size. It's weird, like X-Ray Pad makes full-sized versions of a lot of their models, but I just don't use them. How's the Skyrox V6 holding up? I'm not really using it much, but it's here. It's pretty much just how it was. It's just like it has that cheap coating feel to it, but other than that, like for $70 or $80, it's hard to complain about this if you want like a Hottie S clone style mouse. Mouse that has pinky finger support for claw. What do you mean by that? Like a large flare out towards the back? How's the Beast X Mini after a few months? I'm actually giving it away. I kind of, it's small. It's too small for me. So if you want a really small, low profile, and narrow fingertip mouse, probably viable. But yeah, that's what it comes down to. What's the second artisan I should add to my collection after Otsu X Soft? If maybe Zero Soft, maybe like Raiden Soft or Mid, maybe Heian. Probably not a Heian or a Key 83 if you already have an Otsu, unless you know that's what you like. Wouldn't NP series from Baxi be good for that? Yeah, that's another option as well. Should I remove my pinky? That might be optimal. People are saying that my pinky was off my mouse in like one of the Fortnite clips I showed in my XM2W video, and it totally was. I was gripping my mouse like this. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. It might be the tech though. I remember I did that like when I first ever gripped a mouse, like with the G203, but I don't know why that would just like randomly come back. Is the unreleased mouse you were testing last week Vaxi? No comment. But I did see something that looked like a leak of some mouse that I may or may not have had. I was like, wow, that got leaked. Do the clicks on the Maya feel the same as the Thorn? Just going off of memory, because I don't have the Thorn on my desk, I think the Maya is like a little bit lighter and less sharp, but I just don't remember a Thorn's implementation. What do you think about the HTX Mini 8K? I just need to buy one. Because G-Wolves, they keep saying they'll send me stuff, but they never do. And then I see other people like get G-Wolves new stuff, and I'm like, okay, they're just lying to me. Bro, those ganked mice, not good. Well, if you have small hands, then maybe. But, like, what are you considering a giant mouse? Like, mice used to be large. Like, try a Microsoft WMO. That's a large mouse. Do you know something about Ten's mouse? Not at all. Nothing about Ten's mouse. HTX Mini is my main right now. How would you compare it to, like, a ULX Small or OP1? It just seems like the HTX was too small for me, so I presume Mini is just not even going to be better. So sick and tired of my femboy wrists. I mean, something will be done about the thin wrists of the gaming mouse community. But it's who you should be scared of. G-Wolves Gym? G-Wolves Gym, I thought we were cool, but I don't know what's going on. Are there any EC1 shapes at like 60 grams? Yeah. Oh, EC1. The closest you're going to get size-wise would probably be the Death Adder V3 Pro, I'd imagine. It's smaller than both, very low to not impede ROM. Yeah, so I just feel like that wouldn't work for me, but I do understand it. And it just looks like a golf ball. Does it feel like a golf ball? Can you say happy birthday to me? Today is my birthday. You are my inspiration to make my own videos. Happy birthday, man, and happy holidays as well. Hope you continue enjoying making videos. What's your take on the WL Mouse Beast? I just think they're a good like final mouse alternative. For the price. Like, if they were $200, I wouldn't be recommending them. Do you think these Trump China tariffs will hit peripheral enthusiasts hard? See, that's the questions that need to be asked. I don't know. The way I see it, it's like, if they are imposed, I doubt they will make mice cheaper. That's really my expert level analysis. But nothing, like, official has been proposed. Like, people are just finding the rates based off of, like, numbers that have been floated, as far as I know. But yeah, if anybody, any tariff experts in here, you can let me know. Yeah, for Claw, you wouldn't like it? Interesting. Can he and wear out PTFE skates? Not in any type of, like, rate similar to glass pads. When is Optimum releasing his latest mouse? I don't know, it's a good question. I'll definitely try out the new version. I really wish I would have known about JP Gaming before I bought a Blitz. Do you not like the Blitz? Is Christmas based? Yeah, Christmas is based. Objectively. If you think Christmas isn't based, get out of here. Do you think it's worth going over 1,000 hertz on mice at 240? I mean, if you get a consistent 240, I don't see any reason not to use 2K over 1K. I ship Optimum Tech and the Whale. That's a crazy message to write in chat. Yeah, I don't know. People, the Whale gets so much hate on Twitter. It's kind of crazy. Like, I understand people don't like him, but it's like he's done something like personally wrong to people, and maybe he has. I've just missed. What pad do you have right here? The Genesis Pro from Padsmith, which is definitely like, it's not the fastest pad I've ever tried, but you can see it has some nice level of speed to it. And also just kind of like almost like a laminated feeling texture. Do you have ADHD? Probably, but I've never been on any type of prescription medication. Are you just saying that because I moved my mouse around, though? Because that's just mouse testing. Is the GSRC Gree better than the Zero Soft? Nah, not really. The GSRC Rouge, the largest, most recent version I have, I feel like I've finally started to understand, like, the GSRC again. Okay. See, the Viper V2 Pro question that's being spammed is 3 times the spam. It kind of is. The chat's not moving that fast. But yeah, it's still alright, especially for the $80 price if you want a lower profile mouse. That guy didn't have to be timed out. Rip. Oh, but at least, I exposed the Whale for using OEM silicone grips and selling at double the price. Oh, like the super thin grips? I've tried those before. I didn't think they were revolutionary, but they were super thin. No denying that. Thoughts on 100 Gex? They fell off. I feel. I don't really hear anything about them anymore. Return to X2H. Sticky click issue and waiting on XM2E to come in. Good decision. I feel like it will be. If you can really appreciate a high quality claw grip shape, I think you will be very happy with the XM2. How long did it take you to adapt to your OLED? I'm 5 days in and still kind of hate text clarity. Not like it didn't take me long to adjust to that because I just kind of put up with it, but it did take me probably 3 days to just get used to the motion and just the way the response felt. Somebody asked me some question about my mustache routine. I really don't have one. Just the occasional trim. I don't use any mustache oil or whatever. Thoughts on the ATK X1 Ultimate? It's like a Viper V3 clone, but I haven't tried it. I tried like one of the early versions and it still had really bad creaking. So, I don't know, but I don't seem to have like creaking or side popping on the Z1 or the F1 Extreme. Do you check slam click filter and motion jitter filter? I keep slam click on, but I turn motion jitter off on my endgame gear mice. I don't know if that's like a big deal. God, see, the chat is being spam. Okay, Jesus. This guy's like putting star. I'm not on a budget. Based on the spam, it feels like you are. If you really weren't on a budget, you would just send a $2 super chat and just get it answered. How fast is that Genesis you have compared to a Hien? It's a very different level of speed. Like the Hien's faster, but it also has way more control due to the texture and just the like level of abrasiveness. It feels like they're just polar opposites, I feel. If you're looking for like something smooth and very comfortable on your arm, the Genesis Pro is kind of what you want to go for. Catching as much as I can while making eggs? Yeah, you're all good. But yeah, I'm gonna do, wait, what did I say the giveaways were gonna be? 1 mouse, keyboard, and mousepad bundle, 1 GPX2, and 5 Lethal Gaming Gear gift cards. Motion jitters introduced after 6400 DPI, so it doesn't matter if you're using lower. Got it. Yeah, I don't know why before streaming I didn't think about like how to actually conduct these giveaways. Any smooth pads that are like around Hien speed? I mean, I would just recommend, like, you could try a Raiden, maybe, from Artisan, if you want to stay in the Artisan family. There's stuff like the Energon as well, Infinity, my speed pad. Do you turn motion sync on? No, I use motion sync off. And people want, like, a video on it, but I don't think, like, I don't know, pulling rate video did very well. I don't know if the same level people, like, care about motion sync. Is Raiden good against humidity? I'd say it's good, not exceptional. Like, it'll probably, in a very humid climate, it'll definitely slow down a bit. I think the Zero's better, like, relatively. Ergo fingertip with light clicks. That's a weird, I don't know. Ergo for fingertip. Maybe, like, the Pulsar Feynman? Motion sync on or off? I use it off. Like, it's not like your world is going to end or it's impossible to play if you have it on. There's just not really a point to having it on. Is the ESG mousepad good for Fortnite? I'm sure it's viable. I wouldn't really recommend. It wouldn't be my first recommendation, but if you have one and it feels fine, like it, yeah, sure, use it for Fortnite. I think a video about GPX clone would do good. Like, this is the better GPX. The issue is I just don't believe there is such a thing as a GPX clone that actually is better. There are plenty of them that are cheaper and lighter, but not just all around better. Is Lamzu Fnatic worth it for 40 euros more than Death Air V3? If you want like a wireless light ambi, probably. I don't know if that's like Death Air V3 wired or pro. But you know, Europe, people are struggling in Europe, so get whatever makes most sense. I saw that car thing that happened in Germany yesterday. Oy vey. What was that about? It's not in the Christmas spirit. What is the best mouse pad I can get for around $40? And do you recommend Gutsy Aiden? I don't recommend Gutsy Aiden. $40, that opens you up. I mean, if you're in the US, I would go to Lethal Gaming Gear's site. They have a lot of stuff. around the $30 price point. There's some stuff from Loungapad, really high quality, like large mouse pads around that price. Best 240 hertz on a budget? I don't know. I don't know shit about monitors. I was getting called privileged for hating on 144 hertz monitors, which honestly, like, if you're going to tell me I have peripheral privilege, I'm not going to argue that. But it was like, people are just 144 hertz. They fucking don't want to be told it's no good. But yeah, getting back to your question, 240 hertz on a budget, I don't know. I have been on 360 hertz plus since 2021, so. 2K lags my Kovacs like crazy? Really? 8K, while I'm clicking, will occasionally be fucked in Kovacs, but I've really never have issues with 2K. Not often 4K either. Is the LGG Saturn good? Yeah. I don't, the Pro version's much better and much more of like an artisan level competitor. What are you doing with your hand? I'm just moving my mouse in circles because I can't tell you why. I just am. Is 360 hertz to 480 a major difference? Not major. In my case, going from the Asus 360 hertz IPS panel to 480 OLED, the just like responsiveness, it's much lower latency on this, but the hertz itself, I don't know. But there is this weird bug where the monitor goes to 360 hertz, and I could always notice that within like an hour. So it's a noticeable difference, or I'm just superhuman. Also, is your M10 glossy? I don't think so. Vane with the 5 SAR. I don't know what a SAR is. There's just too many world currencies. Did AC Plus Waves rubber base improve? I doubt it. X-Ray Pad did send me... What was it? Like that Heavy Bee with a standard rubber base, and it did seem pretty decent. It's too bad Ponage went to plastic mice from magnesium copying. I don't know what you're saying. Are you saying they're producing plastic now? Because now they're doing like magnesium. But Final Boy did tell me in person just this insane story about Ponage, which I today's day I don't even know if it was true or like some kind of a bit, but it did happen. Have you bought an Artisan pad off JP Gaming? I haven't, because I get mine from Artisan Direct, but there's no problem getting it from JP Gaming. Is there any difference in coding with the white and black XM2W 4K? Not that I'm aware of, but with the Frost versions, yes. What resolution is your monitor? 1440p. Are lighter mice always better? I don't think so. If I thought so, I would be using like the 20 gram M3K or just the ULX competition all the time, but... So even like 50 to 60 grams, it's fine. Even like 65 is usable. 70 plus, though, that's where it really starts to lose me. Have you tried the Black Fox sheets? Yeah, I don't think they're good. Like, they're good if you want, like, really control experience, but I don't. I think the Magic Ice are really the best skates from Unusual Way Sports. LGG Saturn Pro got some kind of calluses under the cloth. I don't know what you're talking about with that, honestly. Thoughts on the HTX Mini? Any plans to review it? G-Wolves kept telling me they would send me it, but I've kind of accepted that they won't, so I'm just going to have to buy one at some point. I agree on Magic Ice. Yeah, Magic Ice are so good. Corepad skates are so bad. It's really... I don't understand the mouse skate market. Well, I do. That's why the mouse skate tier list. That's going to be my next video. Which will either be tomorrow or Monday, but it's finally going to be here. Almost unbelievable. You should try to 1v1 with clicks. I doubt that will happen. I bet I would lose. Key 83 compared to the Raiden. That's a good question. I mean, Key 83 is going to be more controlled. Raiden's just a lot smoother. Like, the Key 83 is not abrasive, but it's still very textured. Just depends like what you're looking for in a pad. Lower friction, probably go Raiden. Have you tried the VXE Mad R? Yeah, it's really my best budget mouse recommendation. Would you make a mouse? I don't know. Probably at some point. Maybe not though. Nobody really knows what the future holds. Have you heard anything about Viper V3 Pro Mini? No, I think those leaks were fake. But then again, if it were to come out, I think it wouldn't be until like April. Do you have any thoughts about M-Chos? Yeah, they're like a decent. I don't think they're as good of a budget brand as VXE, but yeah, I mean they have some interesting stuff. Like their U2 clone is pretty good. The slightly larger U2, I think that's the M7. Their GPX clones are so-so. And the L7 Pro, I did break mine last stream, but I did buy an L7 Ultra. And you find the shape of the X1 to a Viper V3 Pro? I mean, they're nearly identical in hand. Excited for the Boomslang Anniversary Edition. Honestly, yeah, it'll be kind of interesting. It'll just be very different, I guess. Best GPX clone? I just don't even know. It's not a clone, but like the Maya X is probably like my GPX alternative recommendation. None of the mice that really like try to have a similar shell shape to the GPX, I don't find them good. What headphone do you use? DT990s, but I don't love them. I might try some IEMs next year, but I doubt I will convert over. Sorry to ask, but what exactly is your budget choice at the moment? If it's like $50 or under, the VXE Mat R. If your budget's like $70, then you can start to consider Skyrox, the V6 and the V8. And I don't know, if your budget's like 100, then you just have dozens of mice. So, is your mic the EV RE20? It is. This is held up for like fucking 4 years at this point or something. Yeah, if you love the Viper Mini, then the Hitscan Hyperlight's probably a easier transition than the Viper V3 Pro. Appreciate the reviews, boards. ZA13 recently copped super happy. I'm glad to hear that, man. That is Zowie. It's always good to get people back on the Zowie pill, just like in experiencing the classics. But it's kind of crazy that it took Zowie so long, but they kind of did it. Have you tried Mad Lion's Wooden clone? Not yet, but I will. Don't worry. I will order it. Would you prioritize shape or hardware? Hot swap OP1 versus XM shape? I mean, obviously the XM shape. But it just comes down to your shape preference. Like if you like the smaller, thinner shape of the OP1, then you get hot swap like as a benefit. But if you have large hands and claw, I think if you're egoing my simple question, I'm just not seeing it, which is it's the unfortunate reality. What's your favorite game? It's Fortnite. Do you know what company has the best wireless mouse input latency? I've been switching mice a lot, and it feels like I'm ass at building in Fortnite. Well, I can tell you it's not because of the latency, unless you're just in like a really bad wireless environment. The reason, I mean, if you have build binds on your side buttons and you're switching mice a lot, that's probably more of the reason. Or if you're switching between budget mice, they have bad click release like debouncing algorithms, so when you try to stop editing or like release a build, it just keeps holding the input. This is a real thing. Does having my main mousepad on top of another mousepad that isn't used affect performance? Like in an objectively positive or negative way, no, but it will change like some of the properties of the top mousepad, yeah. Like you can just feel the difference. Like if you remove the other pad, you can feel it for yourself. Is the HPC O1M Pro worth it for $70? Not really. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, it's not really a competitive, like, top-tier mouse. I doubt it'll, like, hold up long-term. I mean, it's at a cheaper price than it once was. Lift-off distance 1mm or 2? I generally use 1, unless I have, like, thick skates or I notice, like, some issues with a glass pad, then I'll make it higher. Did you try the Arcade Twins version of the SkyPad 4.0? No, it's just the same surface, right? But now that pad has sold out, I thought there was like a hidden swastika on it at first. Like there's something, maybe it's like my brain is just rotten. But when I looked at that design, I was like, wait, is this like some type of swastika? But turns out it wasn't. It seems like the market at large did not seem to conclude that either. Would you say the Key 83 is basically a Hien? You can watch my review of it to compare it to the Hien. It's not like, I don't know, the word basically is holding a lot of weight there. I have the Starlight 12. Do you think Viper V3 Pro is worth getting? If not, can you recommend me something? I mean, if you have a Starlight 12 small, the Viper V3 Pro is just so much larger and, like, longer. So if you want a much larger mouse, maybe. But if you have a ULX or a Starlight 12 small, It's a good question. Like you could get HitScan Hyperlight maybe, WL mouse, Final Mouse ULX is the most direct upgrade. How are you, Boardsy? Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas, Sinister Baby. I am doing well on this holiday weekend. Have you seen the OP1 W4K? Yeah, it is in my hand right now. Is palm grip optimal for the Mad R? I wouldn't say so. It's not really. It's not like a palm grip focused shape. Should one really care about what mouse skates they use? I feel like they can be neglected. I mean, most cases stock skates will be fine, but they just change the way moving your mouse feels. Like if you have very control focused skates, the glide of your mouse will just feel much more open if you put on like a high quality PTFE option. Did your perspective about the Hyperlight change? You seem to recommend it more often versus your review. I don't think it's really bad, and when you compare it to like Final Mouse or WL Mouse, it is cheaper. I still don't think it's like a better buy than the ATK F1 Extreme, but it does fill that like kind of Viper Mini wireless size better than something like the Lamzu Maya, I guess. Break another mouse now. See, no mouse deserves to be broken, really. The M-Chose L7 Pro was asking for it, so. Some cases I used to think some mice felt heavy. Changing skates totally changed my opinion. Yeah, that is true. Sanctioned XX with the €5. Appreciate that. Mouse recommendation similar to X2 Mini Wireless, around $100. Similar shape. There's a lot of like kind of knockoffs. Wait, what the hell? My chat just crashed. Not enough memory to open this page. Wait, fuck, what was that question? Like X2 Mini? I'm not going to recommend the M-Chose L7 Ultra until like I can really confirm it's good. There is the VXE like Mad R Major. It's like a similar size, but it's a bit larger than the Mini. Wait, what the hell? Out of memory? Am I even live anymore? Okay. 1 second. This was a technical difficulty. Chat has once again popped out though. Hi, are you Sigma boy? I guess I am. Maya X or XM2W, if the XM2 is $25 more, what shape do you want? And what weight do you want? That's really what it comes down to. Like if you've used the XM1 shape in the past and you know you'll like it again, it'll probably be worth the upgrade. But if you're bought into lightweight mice, you want something a bit more GPX-like in shape, probably the Maya X. What about Atlantis Pro? It's not 4K, but it's still good. I don't really recommend the Atlantis as much anymore. If they were to do like a refresh of it, I probably would. But I just don't think it's just kind of, it's as crazy as it sounds. It's more of like a 2023 mouse than a 2025 mouse. Do you live on YouTube? Oh, do you live off YouTube? I think that is what you're trying to say. What's the best combo paired with a V3 Pro? I had Artisan Zero Soft, but it doesn't work properly now. What does that mean? Like did the pad wear down? My X feels way smaller than it should be based on dimensions. Yeah, I get what you're saying with that. Viper Mini feels faster in my R1 Pro. The R1 seems slightly delayed. Is it just me? I mean, sometimes people like say something like this and they have a router right next to them and they're just dealing with wireless interference. Is this live stream pre-recorded? Why do people seem to ask that? Hello, T6 V3. Anything better than optical switches? I mean, I think plenty of mechanical implementations are better than opticals. What getting G Pro wireless for mousepad budget? See, like, how is a question like that not supposed to just like make my brain hurt? I don't even know what you're trying to say. Is lighter better, Boardsy? Not necessarily. I love some optical switch bashing. I mean, something has to be said, or else China gets too complacent. Like the current like Chinese standard Omron opticals, they're way too loud. The rebound isn't fast enough in general. Like the total travels too much. So China just has to do better. People are saying they has a high click latency. About what? Or just everything have high click latency. Do you think it's worth waiting for a final mouse drop? And if not, do you have a alternative mouse suggestion for fingertip grip? I don't know what the next drop's going to be. But if you're like in need of a mouse now, it's probably not worth waiting. But for fingertip, I honestly haven't been, not been using it as much recently. So when I do, it's like the OP1W 4K, ATK F1 Extreme, and like Hitscan Hyperlight. But there are plenty of good like smaller mice. Is there a noticeable delay between optical, mechanical, and wired No, like essentially, well, wired will always have the lowest latency. Whether you can notice that or not, I'm not you. But no, like there is no, the idea that opticals don't double click and they have lower latency, therefore they're better than mechanicals, that's a very flawed idea in the day and age that we're currently in. Did you buy the Skippity toilet skin? I did not. I didn't even buy the back bling because I was just like, I don't even want this in my inventory. I was surprised by the reaction to 144 hertz, bro. You're definitely right. Yeah, I mean, I am, which is people are thinking about it very emotionally. And it's like, if you can only afford 144 hertz, like, okay. I mean, people can only afford 60 hertz, but it doesn't change the fact that modern displays are just so much better. But yeah, 144, there's like some interesting social phenomenon about this. Like people, because they bought it, they can't accept it's bad. But it's like way more intense with 144 hertz monitors than like any other product type. What's your thoughts on the Cooler Master MP11 Attack Shark X3? That's like a budget. It's like a classic budget setup. I don't really think it's the best. I feel like there's more to be had in the peripheral world, but I don't think it's a bad setup. Do you think ATK F1 Pro, VXE Mad R, or Pulsar X2 V2 better for general gameplay? I mean, I don't know. I think the Mad R is probably the best bang for your buck option. I would recommend the F1 Extreme if you want like a high quality lightweight mouse, and the X2 V2 probably is like the best return policy, slightly heavier. I don't really know. When are you going to make an OnlyFans? Probably never. But if you can get the X2 V2 for very cheap, that might be real. OMG, real Vaxi in the chat. Are they? Probably not. Steph Andre, I think that's how you say the name, but joining the amazing tier. Thank you very much for that. Amazing. Hello, Based Man and chat. Hello, Magic. How long have I been live? An hour? Time flies when you're streaming. Is the XM2WE your favorite mouse? Not the WE, the XM2W 4K, the newer version of that. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't say it's like, it's my favorite mouse recently. Do you use the new Zowie S2 wireless? Yes, it was in fact just in my hand. And I had stopped using it, not stopped using it, but I was using the XM2W more, and now I'm kind of back on this one. I think my skates have kind of slowed down on it, the Jade Donuts. I still have a 1650. Am I cooked? Probably. I mean, that seems really old, right? Do you know any software / site that can measure the polling rate of keyboards? Of keyboards, that's a good question. I do remember there was this one thing that people used to check polling rate and scan rate, but I'm just not sure. I know, like, Chinese people test it, but I don't know how they test it. That's a good point. Has the winner for Zebra Zero been released yet? No, somebody reminded me about that earlier, that I was supposed to announce that on the 20th. So that's a good shout. I will get to that later. And I guess I'll ship it out on Monday? I mean, before Christmas, maybe. Do you have any speed pad recommendations except Artisan? Oh, wait, fuck. Accidentally clicked on my stream. Yeah, well, I was just about to say the Raiden. Infinity Mice Speed V2. This pad right here, the Genesis, it's not like a full speed pad, but definitely factors in from Padsmith. Lamzu Energon. I'm sure there's others that I'm missing, but still speed pads are way less common than just like control cloth surfaces, which makes sense. Speed or control pad for Fortnite? Probably control. Like, I don't think there's any benefit to like a super fast, low friction, hard to control pad. And most pros are using something like a fucking Ink Gaming GSR SE Artisan Zero, so it's probably better to use control pads. Also, nothing wrong with like hybrid pads that have adequate control. Did you get your hands on a Venom yet? No. Some guy in my Discord was like selling one, and then I just haven't heard back from him. And I don't know what's happening with that. I want to try one. Jesus. Zero Zebra is awesome, LMAO. Very good looking. Appreciate that. I mean, hopefully it is released at some point in the near future, in the coming months. What do you think about Viper V3 Pro black coating? For me, it wore out in around 3 days. I mean, that doesn't make sense unless you have, like, acid on your hands. It's definitely nowhere near that bad. My XM2W coating, it feels like it's starting to get a little bit more slippery. But that's after, like, a month. What do you compare to the Atom Glassman in terms of speed? God, I don't know. I like wiped that from my memory. It's not even worth thinking about. Are Piranha mouse mods objectively the best mods? I don't know what you like. They're one of the only 3D print options at the scale they're operating at. But I think like a pair of mouse skates is a better mod for most people than a 3D printed shell. Will the Zero Zebra feel any different, or is it the same? It's very roughly the same. You can check out my review of it. It's slightly smoother just due to the process of like putting on a print, but not to the same extent. There's a difference with like other printed pads versus the standard black. It's the best pad for Valorant for 65? I mean, I would just keep it simple, Gan Arson 0. Can you be my tech support? Why does my Deathfire V3 wire keep disconnecting when I place it on my mouse pad? It's not like an issue with the wire or like the cable. It's you're sure it happens when you place it on your mouse pad. Maybe some like weird static stuff. Wait. Oh, I just like had some idea to give away the Christmas giveaway stuff, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. By the way, we haven't forgot about the glass pad roundup. Yeah, the issue is I keep getting more glass pads. Like, what was it supposed to be? The Wraith Control, like, Pulsar Super Glide, some other stuff. And now I got, like, the Hana, the Kin X as well. There's just so many glass pads. Oh, and I got the Padsmith glass pads. How could I forget? Or just the one. Okay, who is in America and needs a GPX2? GPX2 giveaway right now. I guess you don't have to be American. How to enter mouse giveaway. It's happening right now. Me. Okay, Nathan Lee, you were the first person to say me. So, you win. You win the GPX2. And now some other people, 3 of you guys are going to win Lethal Gaming Gear gift cards, but I don't know how to describe it. Nathan Lee, just send like a screenshot of your message like in my Discord, and that will be figured out after the stream. Okay. I'm American as fuck, bro. Let's go. Damn, I love Lethal Gaming Gear. See that energy should get you a win. Me with Riz. Best mousepad that is cheap and isn't glue. I don't even know what that means. You can find the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn for like $10 though. You prefer the Artisan Raiden mid or soft? I think I slightly prefer the soft, but it's no big deal. Give me the gift card for the 24th and 25th sale. Damn, stacking the gift card on top of the sale. See, Wax Murderer, you can win. You can win for that. That's one Lethal Gaming Gear gift card. See, there's so many messages saying me. It's too hard to pick between them. 500 hertz polling rate, 75 hertz VSync truther. I appreciate you living out your values at the very least. What is the Final Mouse big announcement? I have no idea. Oh, probably something to do with their keyboard, if I had to guess. Can I get one, please? Sure you can, Carson. You can get one. So now, who did I pick? I picked some other guy before Carson. Fuck. Wax Murderer. So, Wax Murderer, Carson. Give us something to Mexico. Mexico deserves something, but how much does it cost to ship something to Mexico? These are our most scuffed giveaways ever. Homeless right now. Can I have one? What will a $30 Lethal Gaming Gear gift card do? 2 Bitcoin? I mean, that's a good amount of Bitcoin. Lost my final match to water damage. I do have my fucking broken ULX competition. Not broken, but like the medium size with the really bad clicks. My mom is kinda homeless, Boardsy. Give me one. Just because you use that YouTube emoji, you got it, Sudarshan. Well, that's not the only reason, but like that really makes me feel like you're telling the truth. I don't feel like somebody would lie and use that emoji. Okay, so we're up to 3 Lethal Gaming Gear gift cards. And now it's really just the mouse, keyboard, and mousepad bundle. Give something to Luxembourg? I don't know. I don't know if Luxembourg needs anything. Send that to me. I can fix that ULX. I can tune it and weight reduce the mouse as well. Okay, I will. That can definitely happen. How do I get the gift card? I'll give it to you after stream. I don't even have them yet. I didn't even ask Lethal Gaming Gear, but they are. I presume they will be in the holiday spirit and give out the 5 gift cards. Give something to your only 2 members? Chill. There are plenty of members. Maybe there's only 2 in the stream, but you have been very active, Droma, in many streams. So that's a good point. You deserve a $30 Lethal Gaming Gear gift card. Now we're up to 4. There's only one more, so the last one will be given out towards the end of the stream. These giveaways are crazy. They really are. That is what they are. No need to spam me. These me's will not be considered. Unless you just have, like, a really good story. See, yeah, now is the time to write out your story. Because that's who the mouse, keyboard, and mousepad bundle is going to go to. Most calm giveaway I've seen. Yes, very calm. And I'm also doing, as a bonus on Twitter, the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways, as you guys can see. 4 keyboards with Chill Key. I thought it was called Chili Key for the longest. 3 WL mouse mice. Just 2 mice from my collection. And then... where the fuck was the Zebra Zero? Okay, here is the Zebra Zero as well. And technically this giveaway is already over. So you guys can enter this very last minute. Yeah, I'm down with it, Mizu. Just shoot me a message on Discord. We'll set this up. A bundle for Mexico, please. We are the forbidden people. Forbidden from what? Do you need my Instagram or Discord? Yeah, join my Discord and message through there, Carson. Can you use a gift card to buy items? Customs? I don't know. I don't know. Like, from Lethal Gaming Gear, yes. I don't know what you're asking for, though. I'll be honest. I just want to try out new peripherals. No need to act like I come from a hard life. Based. Always wanted to be a peripheral reviewer. Just never knew how to start. I came across your channel ever since I realized what I wanted to do through YouTube. That is... Have you, like, made any videos? Peripheral reviewing, it is fun at the end of the day. We're just talking about products. Have you ever heard of Zane Season? Yeah, I saw he got exposed for cheating, which is just... That's no good. Why would you cheat in Fortnite? 1v1 on Fortnite? I will pass. How about the only guy from Saudi Arabia? Well, if you're in Saudi Arabia, it's expensive to ship things there. Because one time this, like, super rich guy was like, yeah, I don't care what it costs, just, like, I want it. And it cost, like, $120 or something to ship to Saudi. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. Bro, I'm from Saudi Arabia, too? Damn, not the only Saudi. Only guy from Austria, maybe. Well, there's another guy from Austria who the world doesn't look back on positively. Every day when I get home, I eagerly check my YouTube homepage for a glorious post from Boardsy. Yeah, I haven't... Speaking of glorious, I have not fucking reviewed a glorious mouse, just used a glorious product in forever. You watch UFC or boxing? Not really. Like, occasionally, like, I'll watch UFC, but I'm more of, like, an old-time boxing fan. Like, I'm a big Jack Johnson fan, to give you an idea of the era. What about based European citizens? The issue is you guys don't have any companies in Europe besides from Max Gaming, so I can't even, like, do EU-focused giveaways. I mean, maybe Loundapad. But see, some of you Europeans, you hate your own. You guys don't even like the whale. I'm the only person from Ethiopia? That's pretty based. Ethiopia. Pilled. Hey, Boardsy, meet me and my business at Computex. I shall challenge you and the Zebra Zero to a mousepad off. See, I want to go to Computex. So have your business bring me there, and then we can have that happen. Do you play comp Fortnite? No. It's just, the way I see it, comp is for fucking hungry teenagers. It is not for washed up old men like me. I just don't care to queue on Central for a like lottery ticket chance at making $70. It's just not the risk reward. But if I cared about competitive Fortnite and had a trio, I'd probably be praying. Or playing, not praying. I'm always praying. You're past your prime, over 18. Yeah, people don't realize what Peterbot's gonna look like when he's at my age. You could keep up though, even if that's true. It's I don't know. Like I played comp back in the day. That's now I'm just in my mouse reviewing arc. What's the best mouse for $300? You don't need anywhere near 300 for plenty of good mice. And another thing is, if I was Central, I would probably play. But just queuing from New York, I thought it was like 30 ping, but it's like 60 ping, which is fucking brutal. So yeah, there's not much comp in my future. You think mouse tech will ever saturate? People argue that we're already there. Hi, new mousepad by ATK called 99G. I just don't. I really budget like AliExpress mousepads. I haven't cared about them much, but maybe. They can't compete versus your 20 mouse setup. True. I just have the best keyboard as well. While they're on Apex Pros, like I ought to win. I required the last gift card. Well, I mean that you just kind of usurped it. You just said, if you're from America, just for like wording it like that, I think you deserve to win it. Hot cherry soda. Peterbot should be president. It's crazy to think that Peterbot has to exist for more time than he's been on this earth until he's allowed to be president. That doesn't make sense. Are you back to the wooting? I am on my wooting right now, but I'm still swapping between it and the HM80, and I really just don't think there's a big difference either way. Thoughts on the Vaxi Sora 4K so far? It's like not the end game shape for me. I think it's not that I hate it. I just don't recommend it as much because of how my experience with the XM2W has been. Boardsy, do you use aim trainers? I've used Kovacs like a ton, but I'm not using it that much nowadays, really. Just like for the past month or so, like aim training has just lost its luster. It's really ever since I started my glass pad experiment. Something in my brain. Like, don't really care about them anymore. You get a Venom, you'll never get the urge to swap again? Well, the issue is the Venom is being, like, hidden from me. It should just be something that's easy to buy, but it's not, so that's what it is. Gridshot PR? I don't fucking play AimLab. Is AimLab still big? Or, I don't hear about it at all. I don't see them on Twitter. Seems like glass is the issue. Well, it's like, even once I went back to cloth pads for maybe a week, I was enjoying aim trainers, and then, I don't know, it's like I don't feel a need to load one up anymore. But, you know, it's just a phase. Gotta dopamine restrict. I have my old-ass TV as my second monitor. Yeah, I have a 240 hertz from Acer, but it's, like, down to 60 hertz. Control versus speed for Valorant or CS? Sometimes I get the same question back-to-back, and it's always just crazy. But I think control is just, it's what everybody uses, so there's probably good reason for that. What keyboard mousepad combo are you giving away? I don't know. It'll be solid though, like a 3950 mouse, like high quality pad, Hall effect keyboard. I just don't know which ones. Get on Kovacs, you have to get out of Jade. Yeah, if you're below VT Master, you should be putting like 8 hours a day in Kovacs, honestly. Or you should just not play it at all ever. There's no in between. You can't kind of like tiptoe around. Sign the box when you send it. True. It's not a bad idea. See this question, what DPI or sense do you need if you use a control mousepad for Valorant? whatever's comfortable. You don't need a DPI or sense, like a specific one. How would you compare XM2W versus OP1 shape difference? I mean, you can just see how much wider it is. It has much more of like a back hump. And the OP1, it's just this really like thin, small mouse. XM2 is not. Okay, Carson, I will get you the code after the stream. People don't know what preference is. Yeah, people obviously want to be spoon-fed info to an extent, but sometimes it even does surprise me. Do you have the Wise Owl Cloud V2? I believe so. Dot skates on very textured mousepad's good. I don't like it that much, but maybe some people do if you're looking to pick up a ton of texture. Honestly, would frame the Board Z0? I'm thinking about framing one that I just have lying around. Mousepads are really contemporary art. Do you watch anime? No, not at all. I don't watch many like TV series of any kind. Thoughts on the Pulsar X3? It's not something that's like really found its way into my rotation. It's a very different, like, out there design, similar to the G703 in feel, but yeah, it's just not like endgame in my opinion. You play games with your mouse pads on top of each other like you do now? I did yesterday. The day before I didn't. So it really just depends. Some people will make a big difference out of it. I don't really think there is, though. I use the Viper Mini, sensor had issues, tried the R1 Pro, it's too big for a fingertip. Can you do a giveaway of a wireless mouse similar to the Viper Mini? I could give away like a Lamzu Maya. My favorite trans biracial streamer. I don't think I qualify for any of those. Absolutely shocking live stream. What else would it be? Thoughts on the bad Final Mouse shitty QC? God, that's a lot of negative words. You think they will ever care about or just pump the limited models? I mean, I don't know. It's just hit or miss, and they've always been hit or miss. Like the unit they sent me for review, it was a miss, and then the unit I ordered, it hit. So it's just kind of like playing the lottery. I thought you were half black or something. Is that really what people thought? New WL mouse? I should be getting it at some point. What things are there to do in New York City? I mean, everything. It's the best city in the world. But I don't know, it's just like anything you can think of, it probably is the best. If you want to eat food, best food in the world. You want to see museums, best museums in the world. You want to ride public transportation, best public transportation in the world. Except for the rats. The rats are over-exaggerated. You look like a young Dwight Evans. I think I should win. Shocking. Oh yeah, there is still one more giveaway. Not better than Japan? See, Tokyo it's more dense. It's different. Unless you're talking about the public transportation, which that was a joke. But see, I've been to Japan, and they have a lot of people, a lot of stores. They might do stores better in New York. I will give them that much. There's a lot of empty stores. Average New Yorker trying to explain away all the bullshit they have to deal with. I mean, it's just different from like living in the suburbs, which I've never done, but I can imagine it. I fuck with it though. But if I wasn't born here, I don't know if I would love it to the same extent. I demand you give me the bundle? Oh yeah, I forgot about the bundle. The bundle, it might be America, I'm not sure. Might be US only. Are you a fan of the ULX comp clicks? I don't like them. Yeah, on my good unit, I don't mind them at all. I think they're just pretty like low travel, fast, quick rebound. Which mousepad should I get for $50? There's so many options at like from the $30 to $50 price point. Updated tier list with the Viper V3 Pro? Yeah, I noticed the other day. It's been like 9 months since I made a mouse tier list, so probably that will come early January. Thoughts on the Attack Shark R6? I just need to try one out and have it. Try again, Ajax A79 Throw Pro for $30. I mean, if like somebody was forcing me to use an Ajax mouse, I mean, $30 wouldn't be a bad price, but it's just nowhere near the pinnacle. It's just Ajax is a really low quality company. Do those Zaopins have decent longevity? I would always recommend a more premium mouse, assuming you're not like super pressed on your budget. And do I watch F1? Not at all, honestly. I feel like I never heard about F1 like in my life, hardly at all. And then like from the pandemic, it's like everybody I know is apparently into F1. There's something very weird about that. Thoughts on Arizona green tea? I don't think I've had an Arizona iced tea since like middle school. And I think in middle school I always had like the Arnold Palmer. Do you advise me to buy the ULX or another mouse for Fortnite and Counter-Strike? If you want a lightweight mouse, it's not a bad option. But if you want something kind of like a Viper V3 Pro GPX, something a bit larger, a bit more size, a bit more weight, maybe that would be better. I don't know your preference. Maybe I should make a best mouse for Fortnite video. I swear I did. I like recapped the Pro event, and I was like, GPX is probably best. What's the best mouse for competitive Fortnite? I use side buttons to build? I don't know. One of the Fortnite pros who talks to me about mice, he uses the WO mouse, I think Beast X medium size. But, I mean, plenty of other people use the GPX and do exactly as well. It's just whatever, the best is what you're most comfortable with. That's the truth. What's the best small mice right now? For the price, probably the ATK F1 Extreme. But, yeah, the small mouse market, I'm not really caught up enough. I also know, I do know it's considered small. Anything that's too small for me to use is considered small. Alternatives to Final Mouse ULX Medium in terms of shape, WO mouse Beast X Medium is really the easiest. Show us your 90s sportsy. Shocking. I mean, there's plenty of 90s somewhere in my like in-game play clips on my mouse reviews. Pulsar fingertip is hype. I'm looking forward to it more than I am any other fingertip mouse. I was thinking just because there's not like many mice to test, I was going to use the Zankunig M3K again. Would you recommend Zowie S2 for 18x9 pincer claw? I think it could be very viable for that hand size. Is it like, or do you need to spend 150 on it? Probably not. Throw the mouse you prefer least on the floor now. There's going to be no more violence against gaming mice after last week's situation. When's Pulsar's fingertip coming out? I have no idea. I would love to win the last giveaway. I've yet to win a giveaway in my life. I'm just really unlucky. Is that true? Or are you like trying to guilt me into giving it? Because I feel like a lot of people have never won a giveaway. And you were one of the first messages in the stream, so I feel like if anybody deserves it, it would be you. And everybody, my dog he is here, sniffing my face. Rex, hello, go on the desk. Everybody say hi to Rex. Do you have a 0 in all softness versions? Would you recommend the X Soft? Yeah, I haven't used anything aside from the soft in a decent amount of time, though, honestly. Yeah, I have that dog for the giveaway. No Rex giveaways. Shocking. Is the OP1 8K good for Fortnite? I don't like the OP1 as much as I do the XM2, just because the OP1's like not as wide. It doesn't really fit in my hand as well. Have you tried the Magic Ice mouse feet? Yeah, they're like my #1 recommendation for full-size mouse skates. Will you give away something to Mexico? I'm not sure. It's a good question. I don't know if I should have that Jason Stein guy win the last gift card. Rex's favorite mouse giveaway? He used to be a fan of the OP1, like back when it released. He would always like lay down on the cable. Damn, dog on the desk? Yeah. He's just chill like that. He's kind of just standing around, like looking around. Can I get HGF1 Hyper? Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty similar to the Viper Mini. Rex seems like someone who would like a heavy mouse? Damn, that's just toxic. Can I pet your dog? The thing is, he's kind of hand shy. Well, I think it's a thing, like, small dogs just don't like people putting their, like, hands on them. Hands on their head, at least. Okay, now he is just sitting right in front. Can I get the fucking bundle, please? And you're EU? That's the only thing. And I don't know. Has bro talked about the Lamzoo? What from Lamzoo? Just Lamzoo in general? Your dog likes the mousepad? True. Yeah, I can't really complain about any like slow spots on this mousepad after this. I'll play shipping plus tax. Yeah, but I don't know. There's something so just feels arbitrary. I feel like the bundle, it's like somebody's got to deserve it. Any giveaway for India? I don't know about India. Are there any Indian companies to collab with? Like, that would really be the easiest way to go about it. I just don't know if that's like a thing that exists. Last time I won something, it was not even a giveaway. It was a copy and paste code from Xbox Game Pass. Okay. You can win the final gift card. Wreck Shake? Close enough. First time having to place dots under GPX. You show your layout? I don't have dots on my GPX currently. I just have full-size skates. But you are going to want to use a good few. My dog's sniffing the GPX. Nobody can see that. Are you going to choose the winners? I think I've picked I picked the 5 Lethal Gaming Gear gift card winners and the 1 GPX winner. And so I don't really know. It's just one more winner. Okay, my dog's blocking my stream chat. This guy is EU racist. I have no issue with Europeans. If you give me the bundle, I will do a backflip. See, if you recorded doing a backflip previously, you would get the bundle. You are as good as Peterbot. Do I deserve it now? I mean, you're stating the obvious. Okay, you see my dog, like, he's patrolling. Like, he's making sure nothing weird is happening outside. He's also blocking my camera. He's doing many things at once. You have any clue if Magic Ice Skates will come to Max Gaming? I imagine so. You know, Max Gaming, they're usually good at getting those, like, somewhat niche product stock. Just join my Discord and message me, Jason Stein. Bro, stop skipping my message. I'm not doing it purposefully. It's hard to see the messages with my dog blocking my screen. He is standing on business. So he is control and not speed. No, he's fast. He's fucking probably one of the fastest dogs in the world. When it really comes down to it. How do a Magic Ice compare to my main Tiger Ice V2? I mean, just in terms of, like, the quality of, like, the glide characteristics, it's going to be very similar. Maybe, like, a slightly more open, like, less controlled feeling, but I haven't even compared it to Tiger Ice V2. But I appreciate the $2 straight line. It's like, it's not, unless your Tiger Ice are, like, worn down, it's not going to be any type of massive upgrade. Don't disrespect the King Peterbot. Know your place. True. Bet your dog has better mouse control than you? He's trying to put his paw on a mouse. You can't really quite see it. Is he already full grown? Yeah, he's like, he turned 2 in July. So he's like 2 and a bit. Mouse with dry coating that doesn't get sticky after use. I mean, most of the rubberized coatings, they'll feel like dry initially, but then they'll kind of get slippery. It's a Shiva? No, he's a Skipper Key. They're like a mini version of the Belgian Shepherd. How do the giveaways work? I'm just picking random people from chat. I wish I understood how the giveaways worked a little bit better. What do you think of this year's Game Awards? I didn't really, like, care too much, but I saw Fortnite got robbed of something, which is what really matters. Randomly pick me? I feel like I remember your name from, like, 2020 Opinion. Are you the same person who used to be in, like, the Twitch streams? Okay, he decided he's done. No longer wants to be here. Yo, Peas with the $5. Can I get the bundle, pretty please? See, I can't auction off the bundle. That's not in the spirit of a giveaway. But I do appreciate the $5. Fortnite got mocked by Helldivers? Yeah, that just makes no sense to me. But it's like, whatever happens, happens. Borzy hand size, like 20 by 11. I used to say 21, but it's just because of my middle finger. So it's really like, I don't feel like that should influence like my entire hand size if my middle finger is just like a little bit longer. So it's like 21 by 11 if you count the middle finger, but I don't think so. We're going to go pro in ballistic. Not at all. I just could not care less about ballistic. I drop a 30 bomb, give me the bundle? In what? In Fortnite? 30's not bad. Yes, that was me. I actually own an Odin pad from you. Damn. So see that might deserve the bundle. I think that's how I'm gonna determine the bundle. The longest viewer that I can remember in the chat. I mean, that's a good way to go about it. How often do you fight Boardsybot in the Discord? I swear when it came out, people used to accidentally tag me way more. 30 on Valorant? I mean, 40 would really move the mark. What can I do to make it up for the bundle? See, many people deserve the bundle. Maybe I can do like... I have to ship so many packages already for like the Christmas giveaways that another bundle would be crazy. But I won't rule it out. Are you switching to Brick Life full time? Yeah, Lego Brick Life. That's where Fortnite's future is at. Boardsy, is Santa real? Of course. Give me ATK F1 Extreme? I don't have another. Or I play on a broken Zaupin, that's why I'm so desperate. I do believe that. And it's tragic, but I wouldn't rule out a bundle in your future. If you'll give me the bundle, I'll stream myself doing the backflip. The bundle winner has been picked. There were many strong cases. You should definitely do giveaways on Twitch and use Streamlabs for it. I'm like, there's something about like the corporate way giveaways are conducted on like Gleam and like Streamlabs. I don't know, but maybe there's probably a better process to it. But yeah, honestly, with all of the Christmas giveaways as well, you guys will have chances for more. Got magic ice on my mouse on my Saturn Pro and they're too slow. I mean, have you ever thought maybe it's just the Saturn Pro that's slow? Like, rather than the mouse skates? I've been here when you were shilling the Lunar Dial mouse bungee. Damn, that's back in the wired mouse era. I mean, that was a great bungee, honestly. But Adonis Garcia. Isn't that a baseball player or is that Adolis Garcia? What do you recommend for fingertip? I need to, like, re-look at the fingertip market and see what I actually enjoy beyond Final Mouse and, like, the ATK F1 Hitscan Hyperlight. Bring back Rex. He comes and goes as he pleases. He's on to bigger and better things. He just had to like make sure that everything was okay in my room, and then now he's like taking care of something else. We need that Blade album tier list now? I'd probably have to think long and hard about that one. Any thoughts on the Genesis Pro? I think it's pretty good. Those are my only thoughts. But yeah, it's like it kind of just feels like the way the Doodles Riz felt, like an almost like laminated feeling. So like very smooth on your hand, not like heavily textured on your skates or your arm. And just like a balanced speed. I like it more than some other pads that are like trying to do the same style of surface. New monitor? I've found this monitor for like 2 months at least. The Sony InZone M10S. And it's already on a fucking huge sale. Is Boardsy a drainer? Yeah, Blade he was my number 2 artist this year. And it wasn't even like a year that I listened to a ton of Blade. But I even own Blade merch. So it goes that deep. Can you rate these 1, 2, 3 Tiger Ice versus Magic Ice versus Jade Speeds? I guess like recency bias heavy. I'd say Magic Ice, maybe Jades, and then Tiger Ice. But I just haven't tried Tiger Ice in a while, and I might be missing out. Sale, now these monitors were overpriced out of the gate. True. But I don't think $900 for the best of the best monitor is that egregious. And maybe that's controversial. But you can get a very good monitor for like $300 or $400. Yeah, sure, best of the best is going to cost double that. Should Hawk Chua be thrown into prison? No, but it's in retrospect, it was so obvious that like when she made that tweet, like that was the opportunity to buy the fucking token. So I don't know. I regret not doing that. She can stay a free citizen. She used to work at a button factory though, so maybe she should go back there. Just quit the life of fame. Make more buttons. I'm gonna head out and watch anime. Have a good stream. Peace out, Mizu. Have a good anime viewing session. Any mouse without side buttons? Like Zaunkunik mice, I guess. Like fingertip focused, but not like you're not gonna find a standard shaped mouse without side buttons. It's just it wouldn't sell well. I deserve the GPX China Kong pin day message directed at me? I don't know if that will get you it, but you might deserve it. But it's already been accounted for, so it's like when there's a bread line and there's like hungry people lining up for it. If you run out of bread, the people deserve the bread. You just don't have the bread. So that's kind of what happened with the GPX. Arizon with the €6. Thank you very much, man. Can you name some light click mice close to the Beast Mini? Personally, most interested in the HTR Pro and HTX Mini. Afraid clicks are too heavy. I doubt they will be. G-Wolves understands that on super light mice, you need to have clicks that have low amounts of actuation force. Like, the grams of actuation force can't be more than the mouse weighs. Like, it can be, but you don't want it to be, ideally, with some of these mice. Why are you so against F1 and wrestling? I don't care for them. You can really only follow so many sports. Oh, wait, I forgot to give that guy recommendations. Fuck. Well, see, you just want, like, weird mice in my... Like, I'd say one of the mice that has the lightest clicks is the Vaxisaur. Like, you can just see, like, how bouncy and fast these are. But that seems like it's a bit bigger than what you want, so I don't really know. But yeah, F1 and wrestling, they just don't scratch the sports itch for me. Neither does NBA really anymore. Like, the Knicks are doing well, it's just I don't really care. Is the V8 at your rotation now? I don't think there's a single sub $100 Chinese mouse that's in my rotation. Truthfully. Thoughts on mouse? I think mice are great. Mice changed my life. Shy with the $2. Yeah, that's my thoughts on mouse. My GF says you are not annoying and actually informative. Well, your GF has good taste. NBA is garbage now. 3-point shooting competition. It's not even like... I guess that's like part of what factors in, but yeah, it's just... Like, there's really no meaning to regular season games. And there's not much in baseball either, which I tune out of as well. But something about the NFL, like, the Jets can be the Jets, but I will still follow it every week. Death Hour V3 Pro good? Of course. Borzy sold me on the XM2 W4K. Now I'm going to have to use a brick. Hope it's good for my large hands. It really, I feel like it will be. And people, like I mentioned in my video, they're so caught up on the weight, but it makes so much contact with your palm that the weight just feels like more distributed. Too many old men in the NBA. Get them out. Need new talent? Yeah, but I think the NBA, like, doesn't want them to retire because they're just scared, like, what's going to happen. Like, when LeBron, Steph, KD retire, it's who's up next? Like, across the country, nobody really cares about any other stars. Like, Giannis and Jokic are huge in, like, their markets, but outside of that, nobody in New York cares about Giannis anymore, except for the Greek people. And if you're a Greek, Kala Christougena. Yes, very good. Is the Beast X Max worth it? Because I'm looking to buy one. The way you spelt worth makes me question how old you are. But if it's just a typo, yeah, it could very well be worth it. It'll be boring as the Celtics are the only best team by default. True. And yeah, like, nobody cares about Jason Tatum. Do you own any basketball shoes? No, I'm not a big shoe person. I need a new pair of shoes, though. Need a new one bad. My Air Force Ones they're failing me. Any idea why the GPX2 sensor keeps skipping? Wireless interference, your mouse pad, LOD, your skates. Try turning Surface or like gaming Surface mode off, or just toggle it. Wasn't there something with LeBron relating to Diddy? Yeah, that's just the media trying to take down powerful black men. There's nothing more to it than that, based on my estimation. I think Diddy's innocent. I think Jay-Z's innocent, to clear up my stances on these matters. Endgame Gear Ergo news. I have no idea. A new shape from Endgame Gear. I would not hold my breath. Thoughts on Luigi? I'm not gonna give my thoughts on Luigi, but I will give my thoughts on the guy who died. I saw this thing saying that he looked like a Florida real estate agent, and that really just got me thinking. I'm not going to say what it got me thinking, but I was like, it's kind of true. Diddy innocent. Lol, he got Fed charges, bro. All I'm saying is, this happens a lot. Bordsy voted for Kamala confirmed? Certainly not confirmed. Bordsy at the Diddy parties confirmed? Also not confirmed. All of these false confirmations. See, this is what happens, just at a larger scale. OP1W or Hitscan Hyperlight, I don't care about the weight. Well, it's like, if you really don't care about the weight, then probably the OP1W. Because the Hitscan Hyperlight, like, its big advantage is the fact that it's 40 grams. Mr. Bordsy, what color is your microwave? That's a good question. I think, like, the standard microwave color. We have the footage. The footage with Cassie? See, she hid his clothes from him. What was he meant to do? That's the thing. Unless there's other footage I'm not aware of. Is the OP1 simply a thinner XM2? It's not like the same shape formula otherwise, but yeah, it's just like, it's Endgame Gear's like small claw grip shape. How did you end up feeling about the Arbiter Kid? So I never got the second batch, and I eventually just stopped using my first batch because I wasn't big on it. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. Like, this is the first question this stream I've been asked about it, I think. I made you a fan art. Let's go. I messaged you on Discord? Okay, Jason. I'll get to it after stream, whenever I get the codes. OP1, I just prefer the XM2 shape, but that doesn't mean it's really objectively better. Do you have the Finemax Noah? No, I don't. I wish I did. They said they would send me one. They took my information, but I don't know if they have the mouse ready yet. Do I buy a new Death Adder V3 Pro, or is there a better alternative? There's so many like ergos with a similar shape design, but I don't know if they're objectively better. They might be better for the price, but if you've used one, you like it, you can just get a new one. Or use the warranty if you have a broken one. I just realized I was on a 5-minute delay. That's awesome. That's more like tragic, but now you're here. Bordsy, give me a mouse? See, if I had a mouse left to give away, I would, but I don't, so unfortunately. That is the type of comment that would have won it, though. When is the Nation of Islam mousepad releasing? It's probably not releasing. I do have an extra copy of that, though. That's another thing that could be included in the Christmas giveaway. Give away the mouse you broke last week? No, it's like completely broken. Nobody even wants that. The like click doesn't work at all. Best medium-sized mouse for relaxed claw. There's a lot of them. And you did specify it as well. It's like maybe a Maya X would work for you. I'm not sure. Then again, maybe an S2 would. You might not want those mice for separate reasons. I got scammed with Lamzu Thorn. The right click squeals like a pig. I would contact their support, get another one. I can have the mouse and try fixing it? Yeah, I don't think you quite understand. Like, the side plastic is no longer there. I threw that out because it, like... So you'd have to, like, plaster the sidewalls. What size are your hands, and were the Hyperlight and OP1 too small? Yeah, my hands are like 20 by 11, and the Hyperlight and OP1 are too small for claw, but they're fine for fingertip. Do you know the origin story of the ice mat glass mouse pads? I know they exist, but I don't know like the actual origin story, I guess, now. What are your thoughts on HyperX products? They're just not, I don't know if the word's overrated, because nobody even says they're good, but they're just outdated, I guess, is what it would be. What type of kid were you in high school? Parentheses, quiet, popular. I was just like on my phone pretty much like the whole time from like sophomore year onwards. I just like got my work done, just talked to my friends and was on my phone. It was kind of insane. But I think that's what high school is all about. Hello, Boardsy. Merry Christmas. I've never done a battery swap on a mouse. Said you could do one on the Mchos G3 to lower the weight. Where would I buy the battery and what milliamp hour? You can buy them on AliExpress. That's where like most people get their batteries. And for a weight reduction, it depends on how much battery you want. I wouldn't recommend going below like 150 though. What year did you graduate? 2020. So it was like one of these fake fucking virtual graduations. What do you think about the Mad 60HE? It's not a Wooting killer. It's just better for the price. Like, it's a good budget Hall effect keyboard. It's obviously marketed to be exactly like the Wooting, but just performance-wise, like, it doesn't compete. Are dot skates based or no? They are based to an extent. I don't, like, want to main them, though, so they're nothing for me. Well, it's not like they're not for me. They're good on glass pads, especially, but I just don't think the universality is better than full-size skates. Lethal Gaming Gear boards. That's not a bad idea. I've still only spoken with Lethal that one time on a Shoot Mania Andy's podcast. What camera are you using? For my face, it's the Razer Kaio Pro Ultra. For my mouse, it's the Sony ZV-E10. Justin M with the $5. Can you post Nation of Islam design so I can put it on a glass pad? You can. I'll DM it to you. I don't know if such things need to be posted. Bordsy was a nerd at school. I wouldn't say nerd. I had some interesting dealings in a few of my high school years, to put it that way. Did you go to prom? My high school didn't have a prom. All of my like senior events were canceled. I won a card. I DM'd you on Discord. Did you? Or did you? Yeah, you might have, I think. I don't remember. But, after stream when I get the cards, I will DM it to you guys. Hello, Cream MC. Who else said something? Hello from Hungary. Hello, Dex. Shout out to Hungary. How long have I been live? An hour and 50 minutes. Why do I find symmetrical mice boring versus ergos? Probably because you get something out of, like, ergonomic flares and curvature that symmetrical mice don't offer. Are you feeling festive enough to let me win a giveaway for a card or bundle? If I still had stuff to give away, I would be feeling that festive, but I'm fucking all out, so it just is what it is. But there is going to be a giveaway for 5 Padsmith mouse pads later. Favorite piece of NY slang? Ooh, that's a good question. Did Word to My Dead originate in NY? Because, like, that's what it used to be. Because it's just so funny to say, like, ironically. But damn, there's a lot. Quit jacking me. Watch your jaw. I don't even know if these are common. These might be too niche. Do people really call each other love? Some guy called me... Fuck, it was like the craziest like alternative for that in a Fortnite fill game. Forget what it was though. Padsmith has been popping off recently. Yeah, they've always made good pads. Their first pad, the First War, was really good. What's your favorite artisan pad at the moment? Probably the Zero or the Hien. I haven't really put a ton of time on the Key 83 recently, though. I probably should. Do you think the Model O is the GOAT? I think it's very far from it. Favorite shape of all time for claw grip? Is it the XM2? I don't know. XM2, NPO1S, even the GPX, I think it's a very good shape. For me, at least. Like, it just works. I don't think it's, like, the best shape design, but it's very viable for claw. Do you enjoy the Maya X shape or the GPX shape more? Just shape alone, probably the GPX, but Maya X is fine. It's just, it doesn't have a lot of personality, I guess. Do you own Tim's? No, I do have a gift card to Timberland, though. I just, like, I don't really know what to do with it. What's the orange mouse? There's the Maya X from Lamzu and the ATK Z1. Does the Twitter giveaway ship to India? For the worldwide giveaways, yes, they do. They do ship to India. But the ones that, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe India will get a mouse. What does India celebrate holiday-wise? You guys have a Christmas equivalent? Is it festive over there? What smartphone do you use? I use the iPhone 14 Pro, I think. What's that mouse you're fiddling with all the time? The OP1W4K. I've pretty much had that mouse in my hand this entire stream. A lot of festivals, too many. I appreciate the info. I always like learning about the world through my chat. Maya X kind of slaps. It definitely does. Z1 versus Thorn. Identical? Not identical. The Z1 is like, it's not a direct clone of any of the Ergo. People are telling me it was an EC clone. Then people were saying it's a Thorn clone. It's kind of its own thing. Well, not really. ATK could never do their own thing. But it's like a mix of stealing other shapes. iPhone without a case? Wild? Yeah, people are always like so freaked out about that. But I just don't drop it. It's a skill issue. And if I do drop it, then like I get really scared for a second. Which it's good to have those types of emotions. When's the OF? Why have multiple people commented that? Or maybe it's just the same person. What do you think of the ATK Fierce X? I don't really care about it. But maybe I'll check it out. It's just like, if they didn't go with that whole design, I would definitely be willing to use it. But I just know that's like literally the worst way to implement holes on a mouse. And otherwise, it's just doesn't seem good. Rock it with no case as well. That's what it's all about. Living life on the edge. Drop it so much it never breaks, Sigma. Just constantly dropping your phone. Have you seen the new Aria? Yeah, I have it. I just haven't posted a review of it. Because it's, I don't know, I'm just not big on the shape, but I should. 250 hertz polling on 480 hertz OLED viable? Yeah, I mean, humans can't notice like these millisecond differences. It doesn't really matter. 250 hertz is more than enough. Got an exam tomorrow, but I need a mouse more. Well, if you need to go to sleep to study for an exam, that's probably the thing to do, because there's no more mice being given away. Sorry to disappoint, but you know, lots of stuff has happened. And has already happened, and will happen. Thoughts on the ATK Fierce F1 Pro Ultimate X16 Ultra? Probably good. Probably a very original product as well. F1 Extreme good for Fortnite? If you have small hands, probably. What's a similar mouse to the Beast X Max? The ULX Large. Other than that, not really too many mice in that same like metal low 40-gram weight range. I guess like the Maya X is a similar larger feeling mouse, 45 grams, so yeah, not quite. I know you saw my message about fixing the mouse. The L7 Pro? I mean, you appreciate the €2, but there's no way I'm going to spend $50 sending a $40 mouse to Europe. That it's just not a good trade-off, but I appreciate the $2 once again. Goat Ergo mouse. Using the Death Error V3 wired, but for some reason Ergo fatigue my hand. Well, if Ergo doesn't work, then why do you want another Ergo? But I like the Vaxi E1 a lot. It's a bit smaller than the Death Adder V3. Might like it. Do you think pure fingertip is viable on Fortnite with sidebind build runs? Probably not. It's just not optimal. Viable is one thing, but like optimal? No. Does anybody use it? No. Is there a reason for that? Probably. When are you making a secret video about that Seeker mouse? ETA? Around 2 weeks, let's say. I think. Probably no more than 3. I aim better with ergo, but feel worse. Interesting predicament. If you aim noticeably better, just, I'd say stick through that. My friend loved Lamzu Thorn. Will he be okay with the Z1? Yeah, probably, but if he loved the Lamzu Thorn, I doubt the Z1 will be any type of upgrade, though. When is the best small mice video coming? It's gotta be before the end of the year. That's like my deadline, but I just don't know when. It's nice to see you, Bortsy. Do you usually stream? I do weekly streams for the most part. Like sometimes I'll miss a week, but usually Saturday or Sunday I will be doing a live stream around this time. Tens Mouse is out, is it? I didn't know that. Will you take a look at the brand Kaisona? I hear they make some decent shapes, but maybe. It's possible, Dim. I have 1 hour and 55 minutes. This may be it for the holiday special live stream. And yeah, the last message I'm going to see. Can we take a moment to appreciate the Zowie Enhanced Receiver? We should all spend the rest of our days appreciating Zowie's Enhanced Receiver. But yeah, this was a very festive, very fantastic stream. Everybody who won something, you will get your winnings one way or the other sometime today or tomorrow. You know, it's the holidays. Don't rush it. You will get it. And yeah, that's all. Everybody else, have a blessed rest of your day, holidays, weekend. Respect your elders, and peace out. Shocking.